I'm Ruben Diaz. Here's your ABC 24 News update. A Memphis man arrested after a decades-old case has been reopened after a tip led police to discovering videos and images of child sex abuse. Now we're hearing from one of the investigators in this case. ABC 24 spoke to Sergeant Joshua Davis, who is assigned to the Internet Crimes Against Children's Task Force. Now, he tells us the investigation into the 47-year-old Cedric Jackson is still ongoing. Cases like this are why it's important to take tips about any crimes against children very seriously. Davis confirmed that someone came to authorities after purchasing a cell phone from Jackson. That person discovered a sexually explicit image of Jackson with a minor. Now, according to Davis, members of the task force were able to access a cloud storage owned by Jackson with hundreds of images and videos showing Jackson sexually abusing minors from the years 2022 to 2026. Jackson later admitted to the crimes. While investigating, Davis telling us that officers dug deeper into Jackson and found he was named in a 2008 rape case that was closed because of a lack of evidence. Officers were able to gather statements from people involved and get new evidence to reopen that case. Davis tells us cases like this are taken very seriously, and it's important to hold people like Jackson accountable.
So it's very important to prosecute Mr. Jackson to the fullest extent. Like we've mentioned, he has multiple victims. He could have additional victims out there. This is someone that we don't want walking the streets. We don't want people to be in fear of him anymore. We want the children who have been victims or the adults who were victims as children to have a sense of relief that they're not going to see him at the grocery store or they're not going to see him in traffic, and that they can know and start to heal.
Now, Jackson has been charged with 1 count of rape, 3 counts of rape of a child, and 3 counts as well of especially aggravated sexual exploitation of a minor. Right now, Jackson is being held on a $3.6 million bond. Davis is asking if anybody who believes they may have been in contact with Jackson and could potentially be a victim, if you believe you are that person, you are asked to reach out to police.
But I don't know why we would pump $25 million into a baseball stadium. It's a dying model. They are struggling at the minor league farm level in baseball, period. No, I think the average attendance has got to be 2,000 people a game. If it's not, I'm sorry, but it ain't going to be anything to move anybody's numbers. Guys, the world has changed. That was 30 years ago. I'm sorry. People are playing pickleball. They're not going to baseball games.
Now, it was those remarks by Memphis City Council Vice Chairman Chase Carlisle that sparked a response from the Memphis Redbirds. Here's how it all started. During a budget committee meeting this week, council members were discussing a resolution to approve $5 million in repairs for AutoZone Park. Vice Chairman Carlisle questioned whether the city should invest money without a long-term plan for the stadium. Carlisle said he used pickleball as an example because it's one of the fastest growing sports in the country, while minor league baseball, quote, thrives in some downtowns but not in others. The Redbirds then responded, as you might imagine they would, saying that AutoZone Park is a key part of downtown Memphis and that the funding is needed for safety upgrades and required improvements. They also said that the funding discussed during Tuesday's meeting is only the first phase of what the ballpark actually needs. Carlisle, by the way, wants more details before supporting any additional spending. All right, that's your ABC 24 News update for now. Thanks for watching. I'm Ruben Diaz.